Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy, chewing the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Subscribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism,
Sexism,
much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just so you know, before we get to the old Steve, Andy just opened up a bag of famous Amos chocolate chip cookies, and I just thought, what if they made famous Amos and Andy cookies? Hello there. Let me have a chocolate chip cookie there. Now, I done told you, Kingfish, let me have a macadamia nut inside that there bag. Yells all. Okay.
Dude, Famous Amos didn't make any money on that deal, man. They ripped him off.
It's because it was black, nigga. This old Steve comes to us from Tony Ward, and then he has an email followed up with it. Okay, so 2 parts. I'm gonna play both people. Hey man, my car broke down. I gotta go to get it to the AutoZone and get the parts to fix it. Man, AutoZone is whack. You gotta go to that new spot. They got everything you need for car parts, and they even have big booty strippers there and hand towels if your name is Andy. Oh shit, that sounds like the place. What's the name? And then he puts in the O'Reilly theme song. Oh, Steve. You got it, right?
Yeah, Steve Auto Parts.
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
So it was Steve. All right, Tony. That was good.
And you know, that's what you should do with the hand towel. You should use it to clean your car.
Right. And then afterwards, wipe your girl's vagina down.
Yeah, you should never use a hand towel on your ass or your face or any of that shit. I don't know why people want to use that.
I use a woman's face to wipe my ass. That's just wrong. Sorry. Apologize to all the women out there. Okay, on to Equalizer 3. Overall, I enjoyed the movie and Denzel killed it, like always, but my only real issue where I felt there wasn't enough my only real issue was I felt there wasn't enough action. What we got was great and super brutal, but it felt like it was lacking action. And then some of the bad guys acted tough, but once they went up against Denzel, they were not tough at all. Well, let me stop you. Have you seen any of the Equalizer movies? No one stood a chance against Denzel. He mopped the floor with motherfuckers. So that's true to the character. For example, you mentioned why they didn't shoot his ass in the town square. They already hung a dude up, and when he twisted the guy's wrist or whatever in the restaurant, they just left. Like, why didn't his boys go to the car, get those weapons, and come back at him right there in the restaurant? Then he just took out all the bad guys like it was nothing. Then the end was missing that big climactic scene that most action movies have. This was more him just going in the house and killing all those dudes. Felt more like a Hitman movie during that scene, and there was no real sense of danger. He didn't take one punch or hit or even run up on a person that could throw hands at all. The only pain he felt the whole movie was from the kid shooting him in the beginning. Again, and I think he should have killed that motherfucker. Again, not hating or anything, and I still enjoyed it. Just felt like it was missing the big action sequence. Let me know what y'all think. I'm about to. Much love and keep up the great podcast. Trying my best to set up a date night for me and my wife to come see y'all in Ontario in November. I got 3 kids, so I got to find somebody to watch their little asses. Ha, ha, ha. Y'all be easy. Tony from LA. Tony, did you watch any of the 3? Because if you recall in the first fight scene, he mopped the floor with them niggas. In the second one, or in the end of the climactic first one, he killed them in the same manner he killed everybody in the third one at the end. He took them out, assassin style. If you remember in the second one, in the first fight scene on the train, he mopped everybody up. If you remember at the end of the second one, in the climactic rainstorm, which I don't like, when he fought the dude on top of the light tower, dude barely touched him. That's who Denzel was. He was a bad motherfucker. You could not touch this nigga. That's why he was the Equalizer. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I just think this all has to do with John Wick. People just it became more about action than story.
No, but don't say that because this had story.
No, this does have story.
Oh.
But John Wick has made people want more action than story.
Come on.
This is again. This isn't a John Wick story. This has already been established. The Equalizer story's been established, and nothing has changed from 1 and 2.
There was enough marshmallows in the Lucky Charm, man.
It's just people don't want any acting. I mean, there's a character behind Denzel in this. Why he's there? Well, he decided he likes these people. He wants a new. This is where he's going to be, and he says it. There's not enough. We both can't be here, basically.
Yeah.
So,
and again, I thought in terms of, and that's so critical, story. The way that the story mixed in with the action and the pacing from beginning to end. What more did you want? Oh, come on, dude. It's awesome. That's what I'm saying. Did you even watch the Equalizer? No one touched him.
I do agree with the part.
No one hit him and then you cut to a bloody nose or a cut lip or him staggering. That's not who he was.
No, but I do agree with him on the part where they do throw the guy out the window that's in, and left him there hanging. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to shoot him in front of the townspeople.
Okay, but the only people that saw him hanging out the window were the people that in that moment. You gonna shoot somebody with 1,000 camera phones on you? That's called evidence.
Yeah, but they didn't seem to be afraid of the evidence because they had people in the police department. So I understand why he's having an issue with it, but they try to explain that in this movie why he.
Listen, you can only be so brazen. You don't think that criminals in the mafia didn't have cops on the payroll, but you can't be openly brazen.
Well, he did beat the shit out of the cop that went and just tried to follow up on it. There's little moments where the weave isn't perfect.
Well, a black one will tell you no weave is perfect.
It just weaved together a little weird in some places. I'm not denying that, but again, it's a movie and there's a little bit of a leap of faith. But this has a story to it, and you don't break the character's storyline. And I don't think that they did. I think it's the same character from the first and the second going into the third.
And I'm going to tell you, as much as I said I didn't like the second one, I recently watched it. I'm still not thrilled about it, but I liked it a little bit better now. But I'm not thrilled about it. Okay. And again, when you talk about, I will say, and I said this on the pod, that moment where he's going, so Denzel and all them dudes didn't shoot him. I told you, Denzel going into the projects, grabbing Miles, all them niggas with guns, the dude hurt in the elevator with the bloody nose, and they go, who was that? And nobody comes to do nothing. But that's why we talked about, could that have been a great Denzel Antoine Fuqua call? Man, I want to show this brother jacking these brothers up. You don't know what death is! You don't know what death is! That's a moment to have Denzel's face on your face, screaming at you. You don't know what death is. All right. Ali D. Mel Gibson movie recommendation. Hi, A&A. Just wanted to recommend a movie that flew under the radar, but is very good. It's called Get the Gringo and stars Mel Gibson. I think I saw this. He pretty much plays an American. Yeah, I saw this. American that's in Mexican prison and tries to work his way around the system with the help of a young boy that's also there. It's got very good reviews, and I believe it's on Amazon Prime at the moment. It's the type of movie that you'd expect to be bad, but since it didn't have a major release or anything, but it's actually really good. I was watching it and was convinced that this is a real prison in Mexico with real prisoners. Hope you guys give it a watch if you haven't already, since it's been out there for some time. I saw this a long time ago. It is a good movie. And for the record, the moment you enter Mexico, you're in a prison.
Dude, people are leaving their country to go to Mexico, to come to America. So Mexico is like the stopping point. It's right after you get out of prison.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not gonna do that to Mexico. I haven't seen it though. Do you recommend seeing it though? That movie?
It's a good movie. It really is. Now, I I didn't want to read this because I felt like we've been reading a lot of his, and I know some people get upset and they write in and go, man, you always reading so-and-so. You don't read my shit. But I have to read this because I'm telling you, I like Poncho, but he's starting to become a tick in my taint. Like, I felt like there's a little insect living in my what they call that part? The gooch. Living in my gooch, and I can feel it crawling, and it's pissing me off. I ain't even gonna do the fucking theme song. Equalizer 3 garbage. 16 seconds. That's how long it'll take to destroy this nigga. Yo, my niggas, hey, I seen the Equalizer 3 movie, and I was very disappointed in it. The first Equalizer was a masterpiece because of the story of Robert McCall saving this prostitute from the Russian mob was great and uplifting. This new Equalizer 3 movie might as well have taken place in a retirement home. It was boring, and Denzel wasn't even the lead in the movie. It was the Italians. And how come we never see Denzel with a woman in these Equalizer movies? Because that black Italian waitress was fine, and she liked Robert. Let me stop right there. Dude, you guys don't pay attention to detail. They established in the first one the love he had for his wife. That's why. He's very meticulous in how he does things. The folding of the napkins, the placement of certain things. So his wife and his love for her and his memory for her is part of his meticulous way of thinking and behavior. God, you guys, man. Details. The devil's in the details. Yeah, he's supposed to fuck that black bitch. She was fine. That's not who Robert McCall is.
And just because he can maybe like her or he can see that she likes him and there's feelings, the feelings that he has for his wife overrides all of that.
Yes, and if you have him fucking her, that breaks the character. There's levels to this shit. This is why you guys don't do entertainment. Was fine, and she liked Robert. So I don't know why they didn't put that in the movie. Just explained it. And on top of all of this, Denzel did a movie like this, but better, called Safe House. And it came out in 2012 and starred Denzel and Ryan Reynolds. It took place in South Africa, and it was Denzel fighting against the government. That's government. What's not to like about that? It was also a younger Denzel, too. So he should have done the same thing. Gotcha. So there's more running and fighting. I hope you like that movie because it takes place in Africa. Well, anything that happens with Africa is a definite. And I heard your views about Africa on the Snowfall episode of the podcast, but trust me, Denzel is way better in Africa than he is in Italy. And lastly, I'm more excited about Denzel's son's new movie coming out than the Equalizer 3 because John David's new movie, The Creator, is the blockbuster sci-fi new movie about artificial intelligence and the future, and niggas about to be running shit in the future. Know what I mean? Dude, Poncho, I like you, but I don't think you're going to be getting a Christmas card this year. And if I give you anything, it's going to be stale eggnog.
There is a lot of hype around the new movie coming out.
I am not a fan of his son. I'm sorry. I've said it.
He's good.
Nah.
He's good.
Nah.
He's good.
I can't look at you without thinking about your pops. And you ain't your pops.
That's not his fault.
Nah.
It's not his fault.
I'll never see Jeffrey Jordan in a pair of gym shorts at a game. I'll never go to a Jeffrey Jordan game.
What if he was great?
Is he in the NBA? The defense rests, Your Honor.
But if he was.
But he's not.
Okay.
Potato. He's not.
But he is. But his son is a good actor.
Good. Denzel's phenomenal.
So what? He isn't in it. Denzel's not in that movie.
And I won't be in that theater seat.
Right. It's going to be. There's a lot of
going
money.
from Denzel to his son is like
Denzel can't be in every movie.
I'm not saying he's got to be. I'm just saying if you pop, you got to measure up. It's your pop. You got to measure up.
Only to you see it that way. He's a different person, a different actor.
You got that right.
Yeah.
You got that right.
Yeah, let him be his own person.
Yeah, he'd be all the way without my movie ticket.
But dude, there's a lot of movies that are action packed. Man on Fire, I thought was a better movie. That's one of my favorite.
Than Equalizer 3.
Yeah, I like that movie. But all these movies are action based, and he's What is the movie about? It's action, and he's fighting. He's righting a wrong.
They should have shown him getting his dick sucked while he was shooting at somebody. I mean, that's what Pancho wanted. He wanted Denzel to get a blowjob while he was shooting a nigga up close.
He didn't even do that in Training Day.
No.
Training Day was the day that he could have been doing that. And he didn't even do it.
Yeah.
So Training Day is really the movie that's the problem.
Why is that the problem?
Because that's the movie he could have got his dick sucked while he's shooting.
Denzel has class. You know what I mean? He's not going to be getting fellatio while killing somebody. Sean Leach, my 2 favorite nickels. Hey, A&A, long-time listener. This is only my 2nd time emailing y'all guys. I just watched Champions. What a good movie. I definitely didn't expect it. When y'all come to Be-More, I'll definitely be there this time. I had 2 tickets last time y'all was here, but I was under the weather. Keep up the great work, guys. Leach out. Ooh, yeah, man. We look forward to going back to Magoobies. It was,
Yep, December.
our first time. We only did 1 show on Friday when we should have did 2, when we should have done 2. And we look forward to it, brother. Come on back. Yeah, sorry you was under the weather. I hope you feel better. And there that is.
Champions was one of those feel-good movies.
Yeah, but it's like we said, for what that is, that should be all out, balls to the wall, no holds barred, fuck your feelings, go for it, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they haven't cracked that code. Let me wait on that. I sound like Sean Connery. Let me wait on that. Mark Harvey, congrats on 500. Yo, A&A, my name is Mark from Philly. I've been a fan of yours, Aries, since Mad TV, and a listener since the first episode. I'm glad didn't call it quits. I'm glad. $10, a lot of money. Supposed to you. I'm glad you didn't call it quits when y'all had that bit of turbulence earlier on in the life of the pod. Congrats on these first 500 episodes, and cheers to the next 500. Before I go, I have an actor, movie, porn title name flip. The Legend of Horror, starring Catherine Zeta-Jones and and Antonio Bender-ass.
That's not bad.
Happy belated birthday, Andy. Also, when are y'all performing in Phoenix again? Much love, Mark.
I like that one. Steve did send us one, though. I wonder.
Phoenix will probably be mid to next year because we just were in Tempe. Let me ask you, personal choice. When we go back to Phoenix, if you had to choose between Tempe and Stand Up Live, which one?
With you.
Yeah.
Going back with you? Stand Up Live.
Okay. So you like that more than Tempe?
With you.
Okay. Why the emphasis on me?
Because I like the crowds that we get downtown Phoenix better with you than we did what we got in Tempe.
Okay.
But I've done shows in Tempe on my own that I liked better than I did in Tempe because the room's a little smaller. And if you don't fill up the top, the mezzanine level, that's even smaller. So
right.
I like that room for myself. But and I like the Tempe. I do like the Tempe Improv. But whatever reason, downtown has worked for you. And I thought the shows were better.
Right.
Yeah, so I like that. Here's Steve's though. Steve's. And
this is from our Steve?
Our Steve. Here's his one. Scent of a Trans Woman.
Ooh. Ooh. I like that, but I don't like that. But I like that. That just sounds like all kind of funky. Go ahead.
I thought it was pretty good. Scent of a Woman.
No, I'm saying I like it.
Yeah.
But just ooh. That's it?
Yeah, I thought it was good enough. I said it was starring Yusuf Be a Man.
Yusuf Be a Man.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Just it used to be a man.
Starring used to be a man.
Yeah.
Oh. Because I was thinking it was going to be a play on Al Pacino or Chris O'Donnell.
Scent of a Woman.
Okay.
I thought that was good, Steve.
I like The Legend of Horror.
I like that too.
Catherine Zeta-Jones and Antonio Bender-ass.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is really good.
Yeah. Rami Yahoo. Elderly demised. Forced porn names. What's happening, A&A? Fourth email written. Hopefully third email read. Writing from Manhattan. First, congrats to you and the white man's 500 episodes. You think that was funny?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh. The pod's come a long way. Watching Ep 502 and decided to respond to black people whom I thought had a rough senior season. Oh, I think it was talking about saying black people don't age like white folks.
Yeah.
So I think these are his examples. Ali and Richard Pryor. Given both had chronic illnesses, proving Aries right, black don't crack. Also, black people don't really come out if we're fucked up, especially take pics, in my opinion. I see what he's saying. So, yeah, Richard and Ali only look fucked up because of their illnesses.
I didn't think Ali was shaking. He didn't look fucked up.
But he certainly looked, he lived a long life, man. So, I don't give a fuck how beautiful you were. When you start hitting almost triple digits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. Prior, he was in that wheelchair and he got small, he got little. So that's a different one.
Forced porn names. Okay, this is a play off Titanic. Tits Antics. Titanic Tits Antics.
Yeah.
A little forced. Starring Leon Hardio, Dick Slap and Blow.
What was that?
Leon Hardio, Dick Slap and Blow.
The name Dick Slap and Blow is very good.
Right,
I don't know that it goes with any of that, but
that's what got me.
yeah, Dick Slap and Blow is pretty funny though.
Hot tub cum machine. Oh, that just sounds all kind of gross. Starring Bob Hornery and John Blusack. Felt like you should have did something with Craig Robinson.
Yeah, but what would you do with it?
I don't know, but something with Robinson, Bobbin, something. I don't know what it is, but if I feel something.
But Hot Tub Cum Machine's pretty funny.
Yeah. This is a play off of Jurassic Park. Her Ass in Parks, starring Rom Steele and Jeff Goldblum. That felt like a lot of effort on the toilet for very little shit.
I know Jeff Goldblum is not the.
But come on.
Yeah.
I have a gold bum. I do. That's right. It's not silver. It's not bronze. It's gold, which means my shit's worth something. All right. This is Are We There Yet? Are You There Yet? Starring Ice Tube and Nia Long. It was two farts, nigga. Two back-to-back poots. I'm glad you at least said they were forced, because they were very forced. That's like, I'm telling you, was on the toilet going, and two pebbles, nigga. Waifu Guru TV. What's up, A&A? Aries, those MLK skits were gold. Well, I thank you very much, nigga. I was listening while using the public bathroom and couldn't stop laughing like a madman, taking the best dookie of his life. I will be clipping and sharing those on all social media platforms. I got it. I would like my theme song to be Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, but change out Love You for Waifu. And I will always Waifu. So that's it. Like it?
It's all right.
It's all right. Damn, after Andy broke down the definition of retarded like a Harvard professor teaching a special ed class, I realized I was retarded. That would make a great movie, too. Harvard professor gets caught banging a student and now has to teach high school special ed class where he falls in love with a student that has special needs, if you catch my drift. But if he sleeps with her, he won't get his old job. Coming to a theater near you. Fucking retarded. Andy, the next time someone is sweating you and them kids in a movie theater, throw that hat in the air. We all gonna show up and beat his ass. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, the white versus the black brawler on the pier. We got your back. Comedy career is going great. I am second in command at open mic here in Vegas. Can you please give us a shout out? Do your friends say you're funny? Do you have a special talent? Or just need to get out the house? Come down to the Nerd Bar open mic. Located inside the Neonopolis. Every Wednesday, sign-ups at 6:30 p.m. and showtime is at 7. Located at 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89101. Hosted by Skippy Springles.
That should be important.
Skippy Sprinkles. Thank you, Aries, and much love and respect. Yeah, that's not bad. Skippy Sprinkles.
The porn could have been like, I'm sorry I got that in your eye. Starring Skippy
Sprinkles. and when he jizzes, he skips. Gabatron 88. A quick part 3 part featuring porn names. Bad Boys for Wife. Vanessa S. Huge Tits chick gets spit roasted by 2 detectives for protection from her dealer boyfriend. Oh, he's giving the descriptions too. The 5 Bloods is the 5 Hungs with Delroy Lindo, Chad's Dick Goes In, Johnson Privates, and Isaiah Whitecock. Aries Spears, Gian Go Slow Despacito. Featuring MLK, Muhammad Ali, and Harry Belafonte. A group of vets return to Vietnam to find their squad leader who goes lost in a search of the buried treasure and an underground sex dungeon where everything goes. Bravehearts. Insert picture of asses shaped like hearts. Featuring Mel Dixon, Andy's alter ego. A Mexican Jew man leads a group of Irish women into taking anal for the first time. Dude, I'm telling you, you're like the kid in class. When you laugh, I laugh. I don't even know what the fuck I'm laughing at.
I just think it's funny. I like that he's giving descriptions. Like he's not just satisfied with the title. He wants, he said enough.
Like we're in the porn. It's the 80s.
Yeah, we're pitching.
It's the 80s. We're in the porn store and we're reading the box, the box cover.
Oh, I was giving more credit. Like he's meeting with the big Pornhub guys, and he's like, "Listen, I got 3 great porns here. This one,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I like the reading the VHS covers.
Yeah.
Gangbangs of New York, featuring Daniel. Let's do this. Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel, let's do this. Okay,
It's not bad.
yeah. 1860s movie about a man fighting his way into every gangbang in town. That's good. I like that. Total Deep Balls off of Total Recall, featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm loving my own shit. Arnold squirts and niggas. What's better than that? Arnold squirts and niggas. Bored construction worker in the year 2084 whose dreams of visiting the colonized Mars. He revisits Recall, a company that plants false memories into people's brains, but is accidentally given the memories of a Martian porn star. Okay. And of course, you have to have him coming.
With the eyes popping out.
With the eyes popping out. And for some reason, the semen is red. It's Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
I added a couple of pics that have been floating around. Wanted to see what you thought of them. You also mentioned obscure reggae songs by actors. So here's a link to a video of a song with Eddie Murphy on vocals, lead guitar, featuring Snoop Lion, Snoop Dogg's alter ego. Dude, let me tell you something. I saw that Eddie Murphy on guitar, wearing a long one-piece coat that came down to his ankles. It was sleeveless. I can't take Eddie serious, man. I just can't. When it comes to singing, Eddie, from Boogie in Your Butt to Party All the Time, Put Your Mouth on Me, I Was a King. There's too much comedy in Eddie's unintended singing. Unintended comedy.
Dude, I DJ'd when Eddie had that Party All the Time, man. And people would dance to that party all the time.
Okay, it was a novelty song. But look, I said Jamie Foxx can blow. I prefer Jamie musically more than I do comedically. But Jamie can sing his fucking ass off. Eddie to me can carry a note, but it's too silly. It's silly to me. He looks silly. Put your mouth on me. Who taught you how to do that? No.
I just like how you just dismiss it.
And I'm an Eddie guy. Eddie's my hero comedically. But no. Say, quit playing. Wash up. Supper's ready. Chris Melson. Porn titles. Boy, people really like this shit.
We're going to have to just do
It's
Wednesday
crazy.
porn titles.
Wednesday porn titles. What up, gang? Long-time listener of the show. Just going to get right into it. Here's my list of porn titles. I'm Gonna Get You Cucker. White Men Can't Hump. Poetic Justice. I like that.
Oh, that one's good.
It's a chick that's just gonna keep fucking dudes until she feels she's gotten her fair share of dick.
No, I think it's that she fucks him to death.
Oh, right. Bad guys. She's dealing out poetic justice. Gaze of Thunder. I could just see it's just one big parade, a parade float going around a Grand Prix track. And it's raining and thundering and lightning. And everybody's, it's a raining man. But they're going around a racetrack. Drill the Irishman who fucked Roger's rabbit. But you know what's great about that? It's like the Roger Rabbit movie. It's a dude fucking cartoon shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you... This is such a weird question.
Yes.
But there is people that... Was there a cartoon character that you...
Her.
That was it.
Oh. Jessica Rabbit, nigga. Oh.
See, I like the guys can have this. I don't know if girls can have the same conversation. Wilma or Betty from the Flintstones?
Betty was kind of a bimbo to me. I like Wilma's sternness.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
We have a reason why even a cartoon character.
Betty Boop looks like the bitches on Ybor City.
No, I'm talking about Betty Barney's wife.
No, I know. I'm saying Betty Boop.
Oh, Betty Boop.
Did you know the cartoon Betty Boop?
Yeah, you like Betty Boop?
She's looked like she hangs out on Ybor City in Tampa.
Yeah, but she was still sexy for a cartoon.
Yeah, she had a big retarded head.
See, ain't fucking Betty if she came to life.
No, I'm a fucker. the pussy don't stop, nigga. The fucking commences. Come Line, starring Dick Cannon. The mini Tates of Newark. That's good.
Yeah.
When Harry Met Sal.
That one's good.
I'll have what he's having. Dude, I like the many taints of Newark.
I like it, but yeah, just that. There's nothing after that. I mean,
No, it's just a mob guy.
Yeah.
Fucking taints. Let's go to the fucking over to New York. Fuck some of those taints. They want to come fuck our taints in New Jersey. But we got to go fuck the taints in New York. Fucking Johnny Shake. Johnny's taint. Uncle Prune. You ever see his nuts? Uncle Prune. All right. Legacy Keys podcast question. Hello, A&A. I have a dating question for you guys. I took a female out on a date and I used a Groupon. A Groupon is a digital coupon and it was for 50% off on food and booze. Your date couldn't have been black. Ain't no black woman standing for this type of tomfoolery. You date me with a fucking coupon. Am I a hoe for this? LOL. The look on her face was total embarrassment. See, I didn't even get to that line and I knew you fucked up. I'm 38. Work in corporate America and own my own crib. This bitch had me questioning my manhood. Any thoughts? Keep up the great work, gentlemen. Any chance y'all are coming to Minnesota? Rick Bronson's spot is legit. Keys. Yeah, dog. Listen, women take notice of certain shit. Any woman that says she's cool with going Dutch is lying to you. You know, women believe in certain types of financial chivalry. And you, a coupon, that's like saying her pussy is worth less. A coupon, nah, nigga, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can. You what you needed to do, you needed to call the restaurant in advance and say that you had this Groupon and you're going to bring in a girl and I want to pay for my bill up front. I'm going to give her the card and the Groupon because I don't want her to see me using it.
Right.
And then when you get there, you give the girl the card at the front desk and the Groupon, and your girl never knows.
No woman wants to know you're cheap.
You got to be slicker than that. If you discount the date, you're discounting the girl. That's
There you go.
So what you got to do?
That's what I was trying to say.
But you got to do it. You can discount the date as long as she doesn't know about it. So that's how you would have to handle that. But you can't do it in front of her because then she's going to think
She's going to be thinking Eddie Murphy's joke from back in the 80s. Brute by Fabergé. You cheap motherfucker.
So, yeah.
I like that. You devalue. What'd you say?
You discounted the girl if you discount the date.
You almost forgot
I did.
just now.
I don't remember the shit I say.
That is crazy. That's like a bad superhero power you have.
Just to let but it would have been great in
Right.
sports because that's what makes a great athlete is when they can fuck something up and then just forget it and go on to the next play.
Right.
Because they don't
I do that with sex.
Yeah, I don't do that with sports.
Right.
I forget what I had to say, but in sports, I would remember it. I'd hold on to that, and that's what made me a terrible athlete.
I give a girl some bad dick. I forget about it. On to the next one.
You got it. This is why comedy was good for you as a young man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go to a different. You didn't have to see her again. You just be like,
Right.
yeah, sorry about that. I'll see. Maybe I'll see.
There's no apology.
No.
I just get up and leave.
I was just joking. I'm a comedian.
Your mom. Sports movies. Double A. Don't forget the classics. Major League, partially filmed in Tucson. Handy Andy. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. I did my list of movies.
But did you know that part about Tucson?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Tucson has a lot of movies that
Really?
were filmed there because old Tucson Studios used to be there until it burnt down, and it was a good location to film in because Tucson was very open.
The Mighty Ducks, Coach Carter, and the Newest Heir. Porn titles, read by our beloved MLK. Oh, he wants me to do this as MLK. All right, now, one of my favorite pornos is The Mighty Fucks, starring Jiz Milo Estera.
It's only funny because Martin Luther King reading it.
Jiz, what was his name? Real name?
Emilio Estevez.
Jiz Milio Estera. Jiz Milio Estera. Keep the uncut flowing. Congrats on the big 0-0. The chemistry is unmatched. Action Jackson.
Should have been like Emilio Ho.
Emilio Estejo.
Estejo.
Emilio Estejo.
It's just easier to say.
Right. Jackson Bowleyjack. I like that last name for some reason. Bowleyjack. Detective Bowleyjack. Sounds like a cool Stephen Cannon written cop. Remember Stephen Cannon?
No.
He did Magnum PI, the Rockford Files, Beretta. He would always end every episode where he typed.
Oh, yeah,
throw the
yeah, the
paper
paper
up,
in the air.
doo-doo-doo, and then it turned into a
I thought
scene.
that was James Cameron.
No, Stephen Cannell.
Stephen Cameron. That's
Yes.
it. Okay. Yeah, I like Rockford
James
Files.
Cameron never did TV.
No, I thought that was Cannon or something like that. I thought it was a different person, but
No.
that same name. I liked the Rockford Files, man. That was one of my favorite
I like
shows.
the theme song. That theme song was
Yeah.
cool.
Have you watched one recently?
Or Rockford Files?
Yeah.
No.
If you can watch a lot of those 70s.
Dude, you know what I saw recently? I think it's they come on TV Land. What was the cop show with Captain Kirk and
TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker. And that really remember the white chick who was the shit back then?
Heather Locklear.
Look at you.
It's coming through right
2 for 2.
If I don't think about it, it works. The
Right.
second I think,
Right.
it's gone.
Dude, so dated and cheesy.
So is Rockford Files.
Really?
Yeah, man, they don't hold all those 70 shows. Do not hold up.
Really? All right. Was Rockford 70s?
Mm-hmm.
How about the 80s shows? Because I think I could still watch Hunter or
I saw some Hunter isn't as bad, but I think they just changed a little bit. They just aren't. They were cornier back then.
how about Simon and Simon?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. All right.
What was did you have a favorite show?
Oh,
back-
dude, fucking Hunter, Simon and Simon.
You know, Hunter was an ex-football player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think her name is Stephanie Kramer. Oh, that bitch. Ooh.
What I liked about those shows is that Hunter.
I'm sorry.
There was points for being a man. You didn't have to be the best looking man. You just had to have a man swagger about you.
That's when men were real men. Let me tell you what a real man does. A real man puts the muzzle of a gun in his mouth, blows the back of his brains out, catches his brains before they leave his head, smushes them back in, catches the bullet, and reloads it in the chamber and does it again.
But Fred Dreyer, he wasn't like he had a receding hairline.
Yeah.
He was just a dude.
TV in the 70s and 80s, looks weren't first. Once we got into the 90s, Hollywood went looks first, talent second.
When you had Chips, Eric Estrada was like considered like the hottest dude on television.
He was considered white women will fuck a Mexican hot.
Okay. And he was that dude.
They wasn't fucking Paul Rodriguez, but him, yes.
Yes. Well, yeah. And he got, but that was like that was like one of the first shows where I saw like they were going to look for a leading type of man that was good looking that women wanted to watch the show.
Right.
And that's kind of where I think the beginning of it was, because all the rest of the dudes were like regular looking dudes on the show.
Yeah. Dude, I told you, if Star Wars was made today, Mark Hamill does not play Luke Skywalker.
He wasn't ugly back then.
Wasn't that he wasn't ugly, but come on, man. You know, they casted a model looking nigga today.
Yeah. Well, there's other people to choose from, I guess. Today.
No, people in the 70s and 80s looked like real people.
Right.
Whereas, once you got to the 90s today, everything is glamorized.
Mark Hamill was in a movie called Corvette Summer. And
That sounds like a 70s movie.
it's a very like just this cheesy movie, and it's kind of funny though. But that was the only other movie that I knew Mark Hamill from.
Right. Okay, Jason Bolyjack, Louisville show. What up, A&A? It's my second time writing into the podcast. Just wanted to give you my review on the Louisville show this past weekend. First off, let me say this though. I don't know why I said tough. Nigga, I don't know what you have against Nashville, but you never come here. They won't bring me there. The one, Zanies, I don't know why.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
I love Nashville, especially Beale Street. Oh, my God. Or is that Memphis?
That's Memphis.
All right.
I think that's Memphis.
Okay. Trust me, we are not those backward hillbillies from Mississippi, LOL. That's why when I saw that you were doing a few shows in Louisville, I knew I had to come through and check it out. I knew that 3-hour drive would be well worth it, and you two didn't disappoint. I was there for the second show on Saturday night. My only regret that night was not meeting you two after the show and pretending to be Brandon from the UK to see your reaction. LOL. That would have been funny. Then again, I'm glad I didn't. I couldn't have ended up catching that smoke from you, from the Spears heads, a.k.a. Aries fans. LOL. Nonetheless, it was an amazing show. You two did your thing. I love the 1-2 punch you guys have. Andy, my nickel, I digged your set. You talking about your autistic son is definitely the highlight of it. If what the haters or critics say about you, you got something there. I could easily see a sitcom or something of the sort being created based off your son and the stories of him. Aries, your unapologetic and aggressive New York quick-witted is unmatched, bruh. I appreciate the artistry that was displayed that night. Everything from you walking in very casually to scope the crowd for your crowd work to literally stopping mid-joke to blaze that nigga in the second row that wasn't laughing and mugging the entire time, LOL. I don't blame you, dog. I can't stand that ish. Why the hell even come to a comedy club if you're just going to sit there like a statue? Like, damn, enjoy yourself, nigga. I'm a musician, so I understand completely. You can be up there on stage killing it, but still be focused on those folk because it's distracting as hell. Side note, Andy, grow that daggum beard back, bro.
It's on its way.
All right, I'm done. Much love and respect to the both of you. Keep doing your thing. Quick overused porn title, Forrest Humps, starring Tom Spanks and Sally Grass on the infield. Jay Bowley. You know, as Annie and I were here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's amazing, and I mention this all the time, the science of what we do. Because one week, you know, we're in a city where the audience is great, the attendance is great, the sales are strong, the feedback is great, and we feel like rock stars. Then next week, we be in a place where you're struggling a little bit with all of the same shit. And I thought to myself, these are the times when sometimes I wish I was a musician. Because maybe I'm speaking out of turn, and maybe Jack Bowley, you could answer this, but it feels like as a comic, when the crowd is not great, that can fuck with you because that's what you feed off of. Whereas as a musician, you just play your song. So how great do you need them to be? Does it matter as much in music as it does in stand-up?
I think it probably matters just as much, if not more, in music. Because as an artist, yeah, you got your hit song, but when you get a bunch of people that just come to hear the hit song and you got all these other songs that you want to play for people and new songs that you want to play for people and all they want to hear is old songs, that'd be like you doing the same old joke.
Well, no, but I'm not speaking necessarily to the song. I'm just saying that, you know, we need an audience to energize us with their laughter and their screams and their hooping and hollering. If an audience was just to sit and just listen to you play, you don't expect the feedback from them, right? Like that.
No, I think you need it. Don't you need it? After you're done with the song, if you don't get any applause, that has to be a very lonely place. Right. You know, you put your guitar solo in, maybe a little drums, and you get done, and you're like, down, and then you're like, yeah,
crickets,
and then everybody's just standing there looking at you, like in Back to the Future when he's when he's playing the guitar.
You hear the mic feedback. Right. I mean, like with jazz music, if you've ever gone to a jazz club, and I remember I went twice to the Blue Note in New York, it's protocol to listen, and when they're done, applaud. But I guess if you're like a rock star and you're Bon Jovi, you're supposed to hear that crowd go, oh, living on a prayer, halfway there. Like there's supposed to be some energy, right?
Yeah. Right. What I would think would be nice about music that we don't have in comedy is that your music is loud enough that you don't have to hear motherfuckers yelling shit out for no reason whatsoever.
Right. But with music, even if there are woo and yelling,
it's
part of it. Right.
Yeah. But you know,
I wish some people in the audience of a comedy show would stop treating it like it's a rock show.
Well, this is part of the culture, and we're here. You know, I have a lot of I like this club. But it's very new. It's 3 months old, and they haven't established a comedy culture out here. And I don't think people necessarily, when you get a new club, it has to develop its comedy culture. It has to develop what it's going to be. And I don't think that this happened here yet. 3 months old isn't enough. You need a year.
When you did your closing joke yesterday, that woman who I had to get on in the first show, that blonde chick in the front, when you did the thing about and you ended with your line, you don't want to help an autistic kid go to college, the way she threw her head into her man's face and went, oh, At first, I thought, oh, she's gonna be one of these sensitive types, and she didn't do it in a bad way. She was like, oh, it's funny, oh.
Yeah.
But then the bitch ended up I had to get in her because I'm just.
She was chatty.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't know why people think that we need to hear you say something after we say something.
But that can be part of the new. This is new to them. They don't have this comedy club atmosphere yet. It's different too, man. And I'm telling you, I like this club because one of the things that I like that they did is they start the shows on time. They start the shows on time, and everybody, the second show especially on Saturday, everybody got there late. I mean, it was late. You were going up, and people were still coming in, I think, or just finished coming in before you went up. And it's going to take people a while to learn. Oh, we got to get here on time. The show starts on time. And I like that they're not bowing down to the people coming late because you want to start the shows on time. So this is the way to do it. You start the show. The person in my position, the opening person, we take that hit. But that's part of what starts to develop the comedy culture. People start getting to the shows on time. They're ready for a show. They get in. They came so late at this show. I think it'll change. I think the next time we come out here, it's going to be a completely different room.
You know, stand-up for me, I can't speak for everybody, but stand-up for me is a solo thing, kind of like when I'm fucking. Like, I don't need no help. I don't need to be in a woman in the missionary position and you're behind me with one hand on each of my ass cheeks and you're helping me pump. I got it. I don't need help. And when people yell out and want to talk while I'm talking, I don't need that kind of help. I got this.
Yeah.
Don't help me pump.
But people don't know that when they're not, I don't think that they're all used to coming to comedy clubs. It's so weird that they're sitting right in the front row and they just think that you're going to have a conversation with them. I want to be like, there's other people here besides you.
Man, I really question people's intelligence because I think certain things shouldn't have to be thought about. It should be instinctual. You should know this.
They don't.
Who? Give me who you think is a hot woman when you go, man, she's hot.
Like if I had to think about someone just right now off the top,
yeah,
Jessica Biel.
All right. Would you be opposed to, let's say you fucking Tara and you're in the missionary and Jessica Biel pops out of nowhere and puts each of her hands on each hand on one of your ass cheeks and she's pumping, helping you pump. Would you be opposed to that?
Jessica Biel can do whatever she wants to do. She can do whatever she needs to do. I'd prefer, like, if my girl was sucking my dick, she just grabbed her head and just started pushing her down. but that's what I prefer. But just get in the room.
Neri, big shout out to Neri. This was one of his jokes. It was so goddamn funny. He said his girl asked him one time, would you fuck Kim Kardashian? He said, I would fuck her on top of you. All right. Big shout out to Neri. Tony, Down South Lingo. Yo, what's up, my guys? I was thinking using stand-up titles as porn titles, kind of like we do movies. And Aries, I'm from the South. And I heard you say, we say, who that is over there? Who that is over there? From the Emmett Till episode was spot on. LOL. My wife's from New Jersey. She makes fun of my accent. I say faux instead of four. Laugh out loud. But y'all niggas up there say, nah, I mean, the fuck is that? LOL. Know what I'm saying? After every fucking word. Listen, I've always said fairly that, I've never said East Coast New York niggas was exempt from butchering the English language. It just sounds better when we do it. You could still understand what we're saying.
I think they disagree with you. I think that they understand each other just fine.
Of course they do.
But I think everybody in the country can understand East Coast people when they put their little mannerisms, their little verbal assault on the English language. But I don't think outside of the South, people outside of the South understand the people from the South.
Right. I would say that what you just said. It's easier to understand us than the South.
Yeah, I think everybody can understand the people from the East Coast. I think it's hard for people outside the South to understand the South.
Right.
That fucking cadence, that way, it's different.
Shout it. What are you? I mean, you. I'm just saying, if you can't spell it, you shouldn't say it. Nah mean, you could spell nah mean. Mean is M-E-A-N. Nah is N-A-W or N-A-H. With E. What E?
It's more like sounds.
Sounds right. Man, why you gonna quit me, lady? What the fuck is that?
It's not a word. It's a sound.
I'm telling you, Quavo, he said that shit. Man, why you gonna quit me, lady? I told you that, right? Yeah. Quit me, lady. How the fuck do you spell that, man? God. And I'm gonna tell you something. Because I'm black and because I have an ear for sounds and shit, I know that. I would love to see how many white people could understand what I said. Like if I went up to a white person and just, excuse me, tell me what I just said. Man, why you gonna quit me, lady? More black people would get that than white people.
My mom was in the South, and she went to there was an ice cream shop. She was going to get some ice cream. And I don't know what flavor ice cream she got, but then the guy says to my mom, what she thought the person said was cup of corn.
That's what she thought they said.
That's what she thought. There was a cup of corn.
What'd
Of
they
corn.
say?
She said, no, I want ice cream. He goes, yeah, cup of corn.
Cup of corn.
Cup or a cone.
What?
Cup or a cone.
That's what they were trying to say?
Cup or cone. And she heard cup of corn.
Cup of corn.
Cup of corn.
Wow. That's what I'm saying, dude.
She went back and forth. She said it took him about
Dude,
3 minutes with the
it's
guy.
a different fucking language, dude.
She's like, whatever the ice cream is. And he goes, cup of corn.
Cup of corn. Wow.
And she called me up. She called me laughing. She goes, I kept thinking, why? I'm trying to order ice cream. He keeps asking me if I want a cup of corn. What am I going to do with this cup of corn? Why? Is there something I don't know?
Cone. Wow. So the R was completely taken out.
Cup of corn.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, what Quavo was trying to say is, man, how you gonna quiz me like that? Man, how you gonna quiz me, lady?
But you heard that.
What's that girl who she was from Texas and she was being interviewed and was asked what Beyond Flays, like a new fish, Beyond Flays, asked what was Beyonce's impact on music. And the girl went, I think her impact is Herge. He got a Herge impact.
But that's how they say
Herge,
huge.
nigga. Herge. There is no R in huge. Herge. I will never, let me tell you something. You know what's funny? When you go, all right, let me break this down. I know what's coming. When I do that, I know you know what's coming. Let me tell you something, man. I said one of my pet peeves. I don't care how fine a woman is. If she walks on the concrete or asphalt in her bare feet and gets the bottom of her feet black, her feet black, instantaneous turn off. I don't care how big your titties are, how fat your ass is, how luscious your lips, how bad I want to fuck you, how pretty your face. If I see your feet, the bottoms of your feet on concrete with no shoes and socks, deal breaker. Women that talk like that, Herge, nigga. I couldn't stand to listen to you.
I got a question for you then.
What?
Horrible laugh. If a woman has a horrible laugh, that's a deal breaker for me.
Really?
Because I love what I do too much.
Does snorting bother you?
I don't know. They'd have to be pretty fucking cute to be able to be a snorter. But it would be if it was the right person. But a bad laugh.
Right.
Or like that guy sounding laugh out of a girl. That shit bothers me.
Dude, my baby mom's has the most beautiful, that's one of the things I love about her. Her laugh is infectious. It lights up a room. This one girl asked me one time how big my dick was. You know what I told her? It was Herge. It's Herge.
It was so big they put an extra R on it.
Man, Herge. That nigga dick Herge. Oh, God. Girl, you want all this big dick? Man, why you gonna quit me, lady? All right, let me continue.
Dude, if you grew up there, though, that's what you would sound like.
I'm thankful I didn't. Dude, I tell you this all the time. Like, we're here in Tulsa. I'm glad. I'm so happy. And I guess ignorance is bliss. And if you don't know no better, you don't know no better. But I'm so fucking thankful I grew up the way I did. New York, L.A., between them two places, it's like the best of both worlds. The fast-paced, slick, quick-witted, mean streets. You got to be on your toes, New York. And then laid back West Coast Cali, cuz. Them niggas in the core. All right, his porn names. Let me explain by Coming Hard, meaning Kevin Hart. And then he took my Showtime special, Look Hollywood, I'm Smiling, and changed it to Look Hollywood, I'm Coming by Aries Queers. Why I got to be that? Why I got to be Aries Queers, nigga? Comedy Dick Print by Aries. They're probably whack, but I'm in a wake and bake session and just had the idea. So thanks, guys. P.S. Andy, my niece, is autistic. She's nonverbal, so just big ups to you, and I understand what you go through. Man, if you could just stop washing your ass with your hand, you could be Aries +1 at the Black Cookout.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop washing my ass the right way. That dirty ass washcloth that you're sticking up there and then putting it on your body.
When he comes to the cookout, give him a paper plate. He'll wash his ass with that.
Yeah, listen, paper plates are fine. Aries right now is using a washcloth right now.
Yes.
He's wiping his sweat off, his brow.
Yes.
That thing's been up someone else's ass.
And it's also been in soap and bleach.
I don't give a shit. It's been up someone's ass. It has memories.
Oh, God. Okay, this last one. Short and sweet. Incidentally, I saw something that pulled a little tear jerk from me today. I didn't know that autistic kids can be nonverbal.
Yeah.
And there was a video of a mom with her autistic son, little boy, and he said good morning to her for the first time.
Yeah.
And she broke down. I damn near cried.
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
No, and I was going to comment on it, but I made the joke about the washcloth instead. Let me comment on our last person. Yeah, man. Big ups to you, man, because I'm very fortunate. Yes, my son is autistic. My son, True, is amazing. He's made me a better person. But I was very fortunate that we battle his autism, but he gets to do it verbally. He has a lot of opportunities because he's high functioning. And there are a lot of people that aren't in that situation. And it is a lot of work. And I really feel for the parents because I know what I went through. Obviously, I feel for the kids, but what I'm saying is most people we don't go into having kids thinking that we're going to have a different challenge. And no matter what your challenge is, you're not ready for it. No one's ready to be a parent when they have their first kid. And then when you add some extra, some other things that are needed, and then you have to go about the game of trying to get social services and what you have to do for your child. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to put on parents. And then, most of us don't stay married anymore. And so then, you have the single parent trying to do this, and hopefully the other parent is helping as well. But it's a lot, man. And then to not be able to have that communication verbal with your kid for them to be able to explain what they're looking for, what they need. And it takes years to develop some kind of way of understanding that your child, and it's a lot, man. And I really feel so fortunate that I didn't have to go through that because it was hard, and I can't even imagine how much harder that would be. And I just have a big shout out to all the parents that go through much more than I do. I appreciate my kids so much, but I feel so fortunate that I was able to. That my challenge was only that big. And I feel for everybody that has to do even more because it is work, man. It is work. And I'm so proud of the parents that really work with their kids and taking them to that next level. And when you see that somebody sometimes talks or sometimes they stay nonverbal and never talk, but then they learn how to use the computer to communicate with other people, whatever it takes, man. But it is a lot, man. I feel for everybody.
That's what's up. JY, Gemma's. Aries, you have to pick. You get Gemma for 6 months, and Andy get half your income for a year. Or 2, you get Gemma 6 months, but you have to tour as Marlon Wayans' opener for a national tour for a year. Holy shit, this feels like Saw already. Let's play a game. You get Gemma 6 months, but you have from the day you are with her, say, wait a minute. You get Gemma 6 months, but you have from the day you are with her, say LeBron has passed Jordan for 6 months on podcasts or when asked. I don't understand what he's saying. You get Gemma 6 months, but you have from the day you are with her, say LeBron has passed Jordan.
For 6 months that you're with her, you have to say LeBron is better than Jordan.
Oh, I can lie. That's not a challenge. I can lie. FYI, LeBron is my favorite player, and I only wear LeBrons and refuse to wear Jordans, but I do like the look. On the other hand, I would say Jordan number 1, LeBron number 2. I'm going to exclude your third one because that I can lie. For the sake of pussy, I've been lying. 1 and 2 is the conundrum. You get Gemma for 6 months and Andy get half your income for a year. God damn.
I can fix this one for you because this one's a no-brainer too.
But the painful one is number 2. Open for Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, and you're only going to get number 1 is the answer.
But I'm giving him half my shit.
But number 2, you're an opener. You're not making that much money anyway now. You're probably making more, taking half of your pay as the headliner than you would be getting paid for Marlon.
But you know what makes it a conundrum is my bills still being what they are.
Yeah, but you're not going to make that much money working for Marlon. You're an opener.
Right.
So your bills are still a problem. So here's the question.
Yeah.
This is the better question. Aries, you get your fame and fortune that you've always wanted.
Oh, shit. I know where this is going.
No Gemma, but she lives across the hall for you, so you have to see it every day. You see the guys she brings home. You can hear her having sex in the hallway sometimes. She's banging she likes you. She looks at you. She wants you.
Every time she opened a door to do something, she's naked.
She wants you to come over and fuck her, but you can't fuck her to have everything that you want. Or,
damn,
you're living in an apartment, 2-bedroom, nice, on a high-level floor in L.A. But you get to fuck her anytime you want.
Man, why you gonna quit me, lady? Oh, God. You know, I gotta have everything that I want, man. But damn, son. Damn. Yeah. You only get one go-round in this thing called life. I gotta have it all.
So what do you want? Everything? No Gemma?
No Gemma. But damn, son. She gonna have to get restraining orders. Because I'm gonna do everything close to fucking her, but I can't. I'm gonna be stalking. I'm gonna be looking through the window.
You come over, the Aries is in the front door trying to smell underneath her door.
Man, you see what I'm saying? I'm a time when she come out so I can come out and jack off. Every time her door open, mine open, and I'm like Kramer. Oh, Jerry. I got that jack off, oh, Jerry energy. Like, wouldn't that be some shit? She opened her door, I open my door, and I slide in the hallway like Kramer while I'm jacking off. Like, oh, Gemma.
It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Oh. Steve, after we both say, good to see you, good to see you. Give me the Seinfeld. Add that on there. And coming out of that in 3, 2, 1. Well, there it is.
Aries doesn't get Gemma.
Damn, that's the episode. That would be the Seinfeld episode. It's called, matter of fact, that's the podcast. That's that episode.
Okay. Aries doesn't get Gemma?
Aries doesn't get Gemma.
There you go. Listen, guys, we're going to be in Kansas City when you're listening to this. Not when you're listening to it. We're going to be there Friday and Saturday, September 29th through the 30th. We're going to be there. So if you're in the KC area, please come out. October 6th through the 7th, we're going to be at the Hartford Funny Bone. October 13th through the 15th, we're going to be at the Orlando Improv. October 19th to the 22nd, we're going to be at the Chicago Improv. October 26th to the 29th, we're going to be in Milwaukee at the Improv. November 3rd through the 5th, we're going to be at Levity Live in West Nyack, New York. November 10th to the 12th, we're going to be at the Improv in Tampa, Florida, which is really Ybor City. November 16th to the 19th, we're going to be at the Ontario Improv. November 24th to the 26th, San Antonio. Not San Antonio, sorry, guys. San Jose, California Improv. I don't know where I was. I'm hoping to be in San Antonio soon. We want to get back out there because I want to go back to Austin. I want to go see Joe Rogan's new
I can't
club.
wait to go back to Austin. I like that downtown area, man.
I do too, and I want to go see the Mothership Connection. I want to go.
What's the Mothership
That's
Connection?
Rogan's new club that he opened up out there.
Yeah, I don't know if will he let me in?
I think you get to go in. I don't know if he's letting you up though. December 1st to the 3rd, Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. You couldn't have waited another 2 minutes.
Just a bit outside Cleveland. That had some aggression to it.
Dude, it sounded wet. I'm telling you, man. I don't care what you say.
That sounded like the SWAT team busting in the projects on a drug raid.
No, it just sounded. It sounded wet. It sounded like when you have dog food in a can and you shake it out of the can and makes that sound.
Oh, goodness.
Wet like that. Tacoma, Washington. That's December 1st to the 3rd. December 7th through the 10th, we're going to be at Magoobies in the Baltimore area. December 15th through the 17th, we're going to be at Summit in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And December 21st to the 23rd at Bricktown Comedy Club in Oklahoma City. And December 28th to the 30th, welcome back. Here we are, Improv, Washington, D.C.
I think that is it.
That's a show.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Aries Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.